right, let's head over now to the Federal Capital Territory, where Minister Wike has declared that Governor Gov.Fubara committed absolutely no wrongdoing by returning to his political camp, insisting that he had no other choice. Wike made these comments while speaking to journalists in Abuja on Tuesday after inspecting road projects. Let's take a look.
I don't know what you mean by sin. I don't know what you mean by sin. If a man we did not try to look good for him, that he must follow this chart and don't follow that chart. Of course, you make mistakes. And what's important that you realize that you have made a mistake and you correct them. That's what's important. It's only God that forgives sin. In politics, there's no sin. Just for you to realize that, look, I don't think I am taking the right step. He has made it to the public to say that he has come back to where he started from. Receiving with all good minds, nothing to hide. We all work together to make sure that we give Mr. President the required votes to continue. That's why we're
All right. Some users online are saying that Wike is reminding everyone who holds the upper hand in River State. And for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, this reunion delivers one of the country's most strategically important states firmly into his 2027 column.
I like that. You see, Fubara is a simple man. It's a good man. It's a simple man.
Peaceful.
It's a very peaceful man. It's just that today we don't know what happened to the River State House of Assembly that went up in fire. I think they're building that one again. So he's a very simple man. How will Wike not be happy? Because he had easy political adversary in Fubara. The reason why people like me defended Fubara then is because, and I quote, the likes of Wike fought against political godfatherism. That's why people like me defended Governor earlier when that political godfatherism thing was rearing its ugly head against Akume. And I will always defend people that try to stand against political godfatherism, because we have seen where it has left this country. There are some states today in this country that some people are controlling their purse because of political godfathering. Those states will never be able to break free. And Wike, he fought it that time. He fought against it. We know the battles he fought against his predecessor then, and we supported him. Even we were not authorized then, on other local platforms where we were on radio and the like, we supported him then, because it is not a good one for democracy. So now that he has asserted himself as a political godfather, how will he not say Sim has committed no sin? Can you say Sim has committed no sin when they were having agreements?
Agreement is
agreement, yo. You don't reach for settlement. You can't tell me if you go follow Tinubu, no follow Kona. Similar, they tell you something. It's not. I don't blame Mr. Wike. It's Mr. Similar I blame.
All right.
That couldn't stand this ground. What was the worst they would do? Impeach you? Is that the end of the world?
All right.
Are you the first governor they were going to impeach?
But now he's not impeached, and he's in the camp, and he's still in politics.
But what is happening to him is worse than impeachment. It's Bewudani. You know, when you are there, you are a lame duck. You can't do anything. You are powerless. You are pressing your remote control from Abuja. It's worse than being alive. There's no point of living if you can't feel alive. Sim is in that position today, where you are a governor, you are powerless, you depend on whatever Wike says. He's the one controlling you. He's got all the political architecture. Now, what are they doing in River State? They are doing collabo. Almost all the political parties, no APC, PDP, they are doing collabo, and they are happy, and they are calling that democracy. It's a shame to democracy. All right. People that be speaking against Godfather.
You want to say something,
okay,
Dr.
We commented on this before, but now that the Godfather has spoken, I think that we do not need any longer, addition. Yes, Wike, the Godfather of River State politics, has now spoken to say that Fubara has done what is good for him. He has returned to the political family, the Rainbow Coalition, and he is welcome. Now, there is a book by Otumba J.K. Rando, Bashorun J.K. Rando, well, they keep changing these titles. So sometimes it's Otumba, sometimes it's Bashorun. You know, title, the Godfather never sleeps. What Nyesom Wike is to have just has done is just to confirm that political metaphor that the Godfather does not yield political control, especially in Nigerian politics. We may complain forever that we don't want Godfatherism, but we've just been reminded again now that Godfatherism remains very potent.
All right.
I repeat the point I made before, that Nyesom Wike has also proven that he's a good judge of human character, particularly when it comes to political control.
Okay.
He said he was the one that made the Sim-Fubara governor,
yes.
that he bought the form.
Yes.
He campaigned on his behalf.
Yes.
He handed him over to the people of Rivers State. Could he have been governor without Nyesom Wike? So he gave him a boy appointment, and he has reminded him that
boy
he remains a boy to him, Nyesom Wike. This is the unfortunate reality that the people of Rivers State are facing.
But boy means servant. That's it, servant. What the story of Elaine? Why are you people talking about? Boy means servant. Errand boy. Okay.
That he can control as he wishes.
Sim-Fubara, the errand boy. Is it governor?
This is the point.
All right. Okay. Still in Abuja, some residents are hailing Minister Nyesom Wike, saying he has turned Abuja into Paris. Popular content creator Mr. Jollof also took to social media to share his excitement. Let's take a look.
We are Abuja, Nigeria. Just like when you go France, Paris, you know, you go take picture for Eiffel Tower. At this guy, our own Eiffel Tower, so beautiful. Wike, our ICT minister, God will bless you. You do well. You do well because different walks of life, different religions, different tribes, everybody they know you and they come from nets. You know, this is so beautiful.
En bois je fais le mala, le rage du chien Romina. Bébé, où t'es? Ce soir je suis pas là pour
Ayo, Eiffel Tower. Yes. No, I never said I just repeated what he said. I mean, it's the Eiffel Tower, by the way. We're talking about the Eiffel Tower. I just wanted to be sure of what we were talking about. But you know, you cannot fault Minister Godfather Nyesom Wike. Cannot fault him on infrastructure.
Yeah.
That one he has completely achieved.
Yes,
would you like to visit the Eiffel Tower?
Oh yes, Eiffel. I know.
I said Eiffel
I don't want to go to Eiffel Tower. It's Eiffel Tower.
I'm gonna stop him.
Yes.
Stop him.
No, there's nothing wrong. Nobody said anything. No, there's nothing wrong with it.
Let nobody go and book me ticket to Eiffel Tower.
No, I said Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, thank you.
No, that's what I said.
Yeah, I'd like to go there. Thank you.
Well, all right. Oh, we say kudos on Governor. Well, I keep calling him Governor. He's Governor of Minister Nyesom Wike. Well, more on infrastructure projects. Edo State Senator Oshiomhole has publicly called out Minister of Works David Umahi, accusing him of a deliberate bias against Edo and Delta states in the allocation of federal road infrastructure funding and demanding that the Senate intervenes to compel the minister to adopt a more balanced approach. Speaking during plenary, in a clip being circulated on Wednesday, Oshiomhole painted a damning picture of the state of the federal roads in his region. Let's take a look.
I think the federal minister of works need to be guided, because whereas we have all these old roads that are in bad shape, he proposing the construction of new roads when existing roads are not there. Because 3 weeks ago, I understand 20 new roads were approved. Yes, sir. Between Edo and Delta, there is manifest bias by the Minister of Works. You cannot go to Warri and you are here, Senator Dafinoni. You can't go to Warri from Benin. You can't go to Asaba from Benin. You can't go to Auchi from Benin. You can't go from Auchi to Okene from Benin. What have we done wrong? I think the minister has shown consistently there is no federal allocation. It is Mr. President goodwill Mr. President Goodwill, that he directed that they should use tax credit to deal with part of this section. Otherwise, all the budget over the past 3 years, in spite of the first motion under your leadership that was moved to draw his attention, the Federal Minister of Works has failed deliberately to include that portion bordering Delta and Edo in the national budget.
Well, the South has long felt shortchanged on federal infrastructure despite being the region that produces the oil revenue that funds the national budget. And Oshiomhole is giving voice to a frustration that runs very deep. Online, some have echoed Oshiomhole's sentiment, saying this oversight demands a public explanation. Well, the Minister of Works, David Umahi, has fired back, insisting that Edo State is far from being neglected, pointing to the Lokoja-Benin-Warri Road, a 360-kilometer dual carriageway with over 10 contractors currently on site, which President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has just directed to be rescoped under a faster funding model for accelerated completion. Umahi also noted that Edo State hosts 100 kilometers of the 750-kilometer Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, declaring no section of the country is neglected by President Tinubu's administration in infrastructure development. Now, two powerful men, two very different accounts of what is happening in Edo and Delta roads. Oshiomhole speaks from the frustration of constituents stuck on federal roads in disrepair. Umahi responds with contracts and kilometers. But for the average Edo or Delta resident, the question is not how many contractors are on the road. It is whether that road is drivable today. The Senate has been called to intervene, and of course, Nigerians are watching. Yes, please.
Sorry, that last part of Engineer Dave Umahi's statement actually justifies what, gives credence to what Senator Oshiomhole said, where he said that, the Lagos Coastal Road, part of what Senator Oshiomhole had said was that you are building new roads, yet not fixing existing roads. Yeah. And so, instead of, and one of the things that you applaud the Minister for Works is that he responds, instead of being defensive, he's speaking on behalf of his constituents. And this is what we call for representation. He's going to defend the cause and the plight of his people. Are the roads bad? Absolutely. Yeah. Gone are the days where you could easily travel from Benin to Warri, or go from Delta State to to Edo State seamlessly. 30 minutes, 1 hour, 45 minutes trips, you would make it because the roads were smoother. And so what he's saying is that there are roads that are dilapidated in his constituency amongst his people. Fix those roads before you even begin to allocate resources to new roads. Because if you don't maintain, we have a maintenance culture challenge in Nigeria. If you don't maintain the older roads, the same fate will befall even the newer roads that you are investing in these areas. So I think it's important. What Senator Oshiomhole has said is spot on. And I do even believe that other senators ought to borrow a leaf from that. You have the voice of the people. You are the representative of the people that are in your constituents, and so what bothers them across all levels should be brought to the attention of relative ministries and what the ministries should do is address this. And I feel that we should even have a portal where people can actually take pictures, send them to the minister. You cannot achieve everything in one day. But at least let there be progress, let there be responses. We need to have a better mechanism for responding to criticisms or even complaints or feedback. It doesn't always have to be an attack. It is, okay, this has happened, we'll investigate this, and where possible we'll repair those roads because they're federal roads.
So my point is this: yes, this back and forth between these two men, has it fixed the road? No. The Minister of Works, please go and fix that road. But another point I even want to make is, you see, when we start having all these development commissions, I say they are a drain pipe. NDDC, why is the NDDC has not been able to do any palliative work on that road? They might not be able to own that project fully because it's a federal road, but it falls within the Niger Delta. What can be done? So when we have all this, government personnel that get first line charge and all of that, what are the projects they also do? This road, Oji, has been there for so many years. It started to get bad. I used to ply this route a lot because when I was working in Warrior, I was working on GFM radio. I used to go to Benin most weekends. You know, at some point, we had a radio station in and around Adeji. We would fly through this route. We started to see problems around it then. But today, it is crazy. You get to the Ogara area, you get to all of that area, you are shell-shocked at how the state of road is. So please, I just hope this banter between the two will fix the road. But what about people like NDDC?
All right.
That they are also getting subvention and everything. Can they at least do palliatives on this road?
All right, that's a good point. NDDC, Minister of Works, this is our roads, Delta and Edo State, so both of us. But, you know, I'm sure that there will be more to this because, you know, we've been seeing the back and forth, especially with Madam Oshiomhole now coming out to speak. I mean, those roads have been bad for a while. The question is, why are you speaking? How is it that you're speaking at this point?